Welcome to Fomo Consulting for your daily AMC stock analysis video on Thursday, August 5th. Ladies and gentlemen, we had a great day, but was it real? Is it sustainable? Is it a trend reversal? We'll look into it. And as always, apes are winning, diamond hands are winning, most importantly, retail investors winning. So if you find this video informative and entertaining, please like, share, certainly comment, and most importantly, subscribe. It's a newer channel and I'd appreciate the support. Let's get into the video. Thank you to each and every one of you who has liked, shared, commented, and subscribed. It means the world to me. Thank you very, very much. Start with a quote. Momentum solves 80% of your problems. Today was a great momentum day. Certainly didn't look like it in pre-market or at the opening bell, but we had a lot of momentum throughout the day, and I'm sure at least 80% of you feel better. Again, reminder, Monday, August 9th, earnings, 5 p.m. Eastern, could be a catalyst. We shall see how that works out. Broader market, heck of a day on the broader market, and no doubt AMC felt the effects of that, GME and others. S&P closed up at a record 26 points, Dow up 271 points, NASDAQ up 114 points, a record during the intraday, and the Russell, most importantly, up nearly 40 points today. And as I've shown you in many, many days past, the Russell 2000, in a lot of ways, with a lack of a catalyst is present, certainly drives AMC stock and many of the other smaller cap stocks. So we'll take a look at this in deeper depth. Crypto had a heck of a day. Well done on crypto. Bitcoin's having a really strong day, up almost to 41,000. Doge is back into the 20s, albeit barely. Litecoin, Ethereum, all up. So overall, great day for crypto. So Fridays are all about those options. So I think a lot of AMC's performance, the Russell and the broader market, will be determined early morning by the jobs report. Today, I believe a catalyst was the unemployment claims came in right around, actually a bit under consensus estimates. Tomorrow, again, another major jobs report. But as you can see, a lot of open interest in puts at the $30 strike level, over 15,000. However, you get into where we've closed today between 33 and 34. Just a kind of a random consolidation, no big, huge gathering until you really get to the $40 strike level. You've got 27,000 in open interest on the calls and 11,000 puts. So going to be interesting tomorrow. I think, again, the broader market will have a lot to say around how AMC performs, again, with lack of a catalyst, but also really who wants it more. Are we going to be pressed down towards that $30 level due to those open interest on the puts? Or are we going to be pressed upwards, maybe around that $35 level, where you've got over 11,000 in open interest on the calls? It'll be interesting to see where the battle lines are drawn. So if you were in Robinhood over the last couple of days and you made money, congratulations. I know it's not the most popular thing in the world to say at times. However, it sold off today. As you can see, it tanked 27%. And a lot of ways it's because the stockholders, the insiders, cashed out up to 97.8 million shares. So if you can only imagine the leadership of AMC doing the same at the height of its run up in early June, we would still be hearing about it today in the foot articles. We'll see how this plays out, but no doubt that caused a lot of the sell-off today in Robinhood. We'll see where it lands. It's certainly tanked very hard in the afternoon. Tomorrow, will it land back into the 40s, 30s, stay in the 50s? Who knows? We'll see. The German apes did quite well, up nearly 7%, 27.74 euros. Fantastic, especially second half of the trading day. As you can see, a lot of the effects, from our exchange had an effect on them as well. So overall, well done. Congratulations to the German apes. So let's see how AMC did today. Obviously, pre-market looked horrible. Opening bell looked horrible. We tanked down to 28.91 at our lowest point. And at that point, we bounced. We've been there before, and I'll show you that very shortly. However, that is about the time that the Russell actually picked up steam, and IWM and others really caused a reversal in the overall market. And AMC certainly felt the effects of that, again, due to a lack of catalyst. We are a cork in a stream. So we closed at a wonderful 33.51, up $3.67 or 12.3%. Down just a bit after hours, no doubt, some selling off. We'll see how the rest of the evening progresses. However, uh, it's a fantastic day, much needed. I'm sure there was a lot of apes, diamond hands, retail investor buying into today's run. However, the broader market certainly helped out a lot. As you can see with the Russell 2000 chart below, we mirrored it nearly identically, ran up. It propped us up. That's all I can say. And up for the Russell to go up 40 points in one day, that's a big run for the Russell, and we certainly felt the effects of that. And our volume was certainly much heavier. We were number 2 on Webull at 107 million. So let's take a look here. IWM to the right, AMC to the left, daily chart. See how they both progressed. You can certainly see they nearly mirrored each other identically, at least in trend. Overall, they both performed very well. And strangely enough, AMC was up or closed $3.66. IWM up $3.92. Go figure. IWN, yet another ETF linked to AMC very heavily. As you can see, nearly identical in its performance yet again as well. So one thing that's really important to note is this is the 1 hour chart going back about, a couple months or whatever. As you can see, the 1 hour chart is a little more granular, but it's also slower paced. Kind of gives at least me a better perspective of what the stock's actually doing in kind of slow motion. Today's bounce was certainly welcome. It is a beautiful thing. However, we've kind of been there before. I think kind of bottoming today around that 28.91. Again, that was a support level. Very interesting to see us bounce from that. Certainly, the broader market had an effect on that. Whether it's a trend reversal or not, we shall see. Only time will tell, right? But if you look at the granularity of this chart as it compares to today's bounce, we've kind of been there, done that before, right? So one thing that's very critical here is this 28.91 level. Let's just call it $28. We've bounced off that before, as you can see, way back in the run-up, right before the big day. We actually bounced right off of that wick down, no different than we did today. So we've been there, done that before. On the daily, the alligator is in a bearish direction. Unfortunately, his mouth is not wide open, but he is in a bearish direction. We just need that MACD to cross over. It's got a little kink in it from today's action. RSI certainly, as you can see, has a little kink. Whether this is a trend reversal, we shall see. That will take a few days to play out, but certainly today's bounce was very important off of this level. So again, this is the weekly chart. Wicking down, you can see where those wicks have touched that now twice, and it was a resistance prior to the big run-up. So again, it is a level of support. So GME had itself a heck of a day, got back above the psychological level of 150, closed at $153.44, up $6.64, about 4.5%, down just a bit after hours, no doubt due to some sell-off, what have you. But overall, a much-needed day, and again, GME, I believe, was propped up much like AMC due to the broader market. So here is something I've been looking at very quietly, and I invested in just a bit of skills, SKLZ. Very interesting play, obviously, in the gaming sector. This play, just for me personally, certainly not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence. But at the $12 level on this, it was more recently around 24, and it's been at a high around $48 on a major run-up. But I believe it's about, in my personal opinion, it's undervalued by about half. If you take a look at the chart on your own time, it certainly looks like an intriguing play, just my opinion. Another intriguing play, a lot of social media sentiment around XELA, has earnings coming up, I believe, Tuesday. Kind of a volatile stock, penny stock, I guess you'd call it. Closed down about 5 cents a day, but certainly the chart on a bigger picture looks very, very intriguing. And go figure, most everybody has a Weber grill or has had one. Weber IPO today, kind of obviously sold off like most IPOs do, bounced and had itself a heck of a day, closed up almost 18% today. So congratulations if you're in Weber. So short interest data continues, obviously a bit of an uptick and climb. It's very exciting to see that. And the average short interest or short positions is about the same as yesterday at 41.57 days, according to Ortex. Let's look at the Ortex data. Shares on loan have gone back up above 100 million. That is substantial and important. Utilization is about 92%, creeping up. Very, very important. I believe once we cross 95%, we'll be back in kind of that Goldilocks zone, I guess you could call it. Short interest today is up about 0.5%, 15.47%. 2 million short shares were borrowed today, 1.46 return. Again, a total intraday volume of 106 million. Pretty good increase over recent history. And institutional ownership has gone up by 4 over yesterday. Unfortunately, a couple of them are long short and one is short only. So this is a increase really more on the short side. Obviously, the opportunists could jump in based on the current weakness. So let's look at the options information. So we're back into that more normalized area on volume around 890,000. That is more traditional for us, close to 1 million. Ivy is certainly attractive and low. Call versus put ratio 1.7 to 1. Calls very, very bullish. And as you can see, a lot of trades today, but I think a lot of this was hedging, as you can see by the overall strike prices, calls, and puts kind of outside of the realm of, let's just call it current possibility. But there are quite a few in the upper 20s to lower 30s as well on the larger contract sales. So again, we'll see how tomorrow plays out with, the overall sentiment and the options, how the jobs data comes out, what the broader market does, and see how that affects AMC tomorrow. But, traditionally we are lighter volume and we have historically read, as you all probably know by. Let's close with a quote. Never confuse motion with action. A lot of motion in the stock today. A lot of motion really recently. It's certainly gone down. It's gone up. We've had a lot of volatility, some of which has made your stomach churn, I'm sure. But overall, the actions that we're all taking are our own, and our individual actions affect this stock, right? Whether you buy, hold, or even sell. All of this does create motion within the stock, but AMC is certainly beholden to the broader market again with a lack of a true catalyst. So I hope you found this video informative, entertaining. If you did, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to the newer channel. Appreciate the support. But as always, I want to thank you all for watching, and I hope your life is full of green candles. Take care. I'll talk to you soon.